let's get into the next one, huh?
Yeah, let's just keep running it.
Let's keep rolling, bro. All right, we got Ultimate Fighter Ricky Turcios coming at 10-2. He's coming in the bantamweight division. They find bantam or feather?
This is bantamweight. This is
Yeah,
135.
yeah, that's what I thought. This is bantamweight 135. Coming at 5'9" with the 72-inch reach. Five H Town, hold it down, Texas. Let's go. Not like any of this matters, but yeah, he does have pro bouts on his record. His opponent is another tough alumni now, Brady Bam Bam Hiestand, coming at 5-1. Also fighting the bantamweight division, coming at 5'8", and his reach is not there. All right, not getting this matters as well, but we've all watched Ultimate Fighter here. We know what the fuck's going on. As Ricky Turcios all day, baby.
Yeah, I was about to say I do not have a dissenting opinion on this one whatsoever. I don't know if it's Ricky Turcios all day in terms of this being an easy matchup for him. I think Brady Hiestand presents a lot of interesting challenges, particularly where it comes to his wrestling offense and with his ability to just keep guys on the ground from what it seems, his ability to turn the ground into his advantage in any way, shape, or fashion. But that's kind of scary, especially when you look at Ricky Turcios does not have the best takedown defense. We've seen him get taken down multiple times in the same fight. But Ricky Turcios is also a really good scrambler. He's a guy that doesn't stay on the bottom for long. And when he is on the bottom, he's throwing up submissions and he's throwing up elbows and he's really active off of his back. So he creates opportunities for himself to get up that other guys don't necessarily. I think Ricky Turcios has a pretty definitive advantage on the feet, on the fit when it comes to the striking here. So I got to go with the Hiestand boys. Shout out Gracie Baja, the Woodlands. I guess about 30, 35 minutes from where I'm at right now. But the Hiestand boys going to get it done.
Couldn't agree more with you, brother. I think Brady is one dimensional, and don't get me wrong, there are plenty of one-dimensional fighters in the UFC right now. Michael Chiesa, all these guys are purely wrestlers. Curtis Blades comes to mind when you're thinking about this. They're just purely wrestlers, and then won a lot of matches. But it's just not the way to get it done. If you want to win fights, sure, that's what you get done. Judges scorecards, maybe ink out a few KOs or TKOs here and there. But I just Brady Hiestand at 135. That's not really a division that you see a lot of wrestlers having success in, just because you don't have a lot of body mass. You don't have a lot of size to be able to keep people down, which is a problem. Unlike heavyweights where you got a whole bunch of mass, it's a lot harder to lift a person like that. So when you're a little bit lighter, you have a little bit more strength as opposed to your opponent. That's like a 135-pound guy bench pressing, 205 pounds, which isn't that tall of a order, versus, a 265-pound guy trying to bench press 300 or, 350 or something like that. So I just think that Ricky Tertios, like you said, his scrambling game is going to get it done. Even though he might get taken down here and there, I don't think he's going to be able to be kept down. And when it's scramble time, I think Ricky has an advantage, and especially his active guard. I love that too.
Well, couldn't have said it better myself. Let's check the odds on this one. I think they should be a little bit closer than what we've seen so far.
All right, let's get into them. All right, we got Ricky Turcios coming at -159, the favorite. Brady Hiestand at +145. So this is about as not as even as we'll get, but especially from the first three fights, I mean, our first two fights, this is pretty close in terms of what's happened in action this weekend. Zach, parlays, picks,
Hey.
props.
I mean, I like the fact that this fight probably goes to a decision. So
like
fight goes to a decision open-ended is at minus 162, which is not as great of odds as just picking Ricky Turcios flat out money line. But I think if we go down here and look at where is Turcios by a decision?
We got plus 163 Turcios in decision.
Plus one. Nah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I would play that.
I think this is one of the more tricky ones because obviously facing a wrestler, you can get down around pretty easily. So, but I don't think he's going to be laying on top of him the whole time.
No, I agree. I think Ricky Turcios will be able to scramble, and I think he'll definitely inflict more damage in this fight than Brady Hiestand will. And given the fact that it seems like this is going to be a pretty close fight, at least in my head, I think damage is going to be a significant factor at the end when the judges come to score it. So I think that will play into his favor in terms of a decision-making process.
I think this is going to be one that's going to be hard to score TKO. Obviously, bantamweights don't do it often, but especially not these two guys, especially not Brady Hiestand. So, I mean, they're tiny people.
No, they're no bitch-made baby faces, but they're damn
Not yet.
close. They're about 10 pounds off.
They're about 10 pounds off.
Bunch of damn starving Marvins.
I love that. All right, bro.